Hi Aries, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am getting messages for you today. I'm calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go, Aries. We're going to do a Tree of Life spread and just see where it takes us and get some advice and look at some energy that you don't see coming. So let's take a look here. And the first thing that I'm noticing, Aries, is the big picture. The big picture is, it's the Sun card, it's reversed. And the big picture reversed Sun is talking about things being half illuminated. So I always feel like this card is a happy, joyful, the happiest card in the deck card, whether it's reversed or whether it's straight up. It's almost like saying that you're halfway there. You're almost there. You're halfway there. Things are half illuminated. So let's see what else is going on. Let's look at the heart of the situation. So you've got the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So what it looks like, Aries, is that there's something going on in your energy that wants you to have conviction. There's something to stand up for or have conviction about. And what it looks like is you're not grounded into that conviction. You're not stepping into it or owning it. And there may be some reason why, but let's figure it out. There's some kind of conviction that wants to happen that you're not grounding into, or, okay, or the conviction is standing your ground about not committing to something. Okay. Either way, I feel like somebody wants you to, and you're not doing it, but you might be doing that with conviction. You might not want to be grounding into something. Okay. Happening now and into the near future. You're talking about the Ace of Swords. So you already have two aces, whether they're right side up or upside down. This is about new beginnings, new adventures. And the Ace of Swords happening now and into the near future. I really love this. I love these cards. You can see that key, and it's the key to the mind. It's the key to the pineal chakra. It's the key to the heart and the mind being connected. It's also figuring things out, having epiphanies, being connected with your higher self. It's a victory card. It's getting very clear and straightforward knowledge and information. It's getting it. It's also giving it. And let's take a look at where you're coming from. So you're coming from the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man is somehow, it's like the energy of being put in kind of a pause. The universe is helping you out, and it's putting you into some kind of a pause so that you can literally see things from different angles. You have this time to see everything that you need to see it from different perspectives. It's actually kind of like a growth period or a growing period for you that perhaps you don't even want, but the universe gives you this time because you need it. And so coming from this place, moving into a place of, there's energy saying, I want to have conviction around this. I want to stand up for this. I want to fight for this even. And there's something that's not being grounded into happening now and into the near future. You're getting clarity on that. Things are half illuminated, but you're moving into clarity about it. Let's look at what your higher self wants to say. So your higher self is talking about the Two of Cups. Your higher self is talking about kindred spiritship. This is being very, very connected with someone. Very connected, even even this card is talking about twins. They even kind of look like Siamese twins, but there's some kind of soul connection. Your higher self is talking about that soul connection. Your angels and guides are talking about some kind of reconciliation, regeneration, new life, new start in love. In love with someone who you're very connected with. Let's take a look at past, present, and future energy here. Aries, in the past, here's the Two of Wands reversed. This can be a partnership that has ended in the past, or it can be something that a path that you have been on that you have decided to choose a different way. So it's choosing one thing over something else. It's even choosing a different alignment, a different path, a different way of looking at life or looking at what you've been doing. It's choosing that over something else. Present time energy is talking about, actually a lot of anxiety, and a lot of kind of some worry about what other people are thinking, how other people are seeing you. But then it's crossed with the Six of Wands, which again, this hummingbird is all about joy. And the Six of Wands is all about really being seen in a positive light and people giving you recognition and people putting you on a pedestal, you being on a stage. I think that for some of you, this could be like you are being seen more than you perhaps have been in the past. And it can make you a little self-conscious because you're maybe under the microscope, but maybe people are just noticing you more. So you notice that they're watching you more, looking at you more. You're just out in the spotlight. People are seeing you. It could be causing you it's almost like stage fright or nervousness or something like that. And then here we have in the trajectory, the Seven of Cups reversed. And for me, this is about manifestation. It is about connecting with the universe, pulling your wishes down to you. And the Seven of Cups reversed is really focusing on one particular thing. It's focusing on, instead of having lots of options and lots of things, it's focusing on one thing that's important. So we have the Three of Swords in the release position. This could have something to do with this past, choosing one thing over another, choosing one path over another. But this is the Three of Swords. This is some kind of betrayal, some kind of heartache, some kind of heart hurt. And it's in the position to release this. So releasing past heartache and past disappointment can be from relationship, but can be, I'm feeling too, just from self, like being just like, it's almost like breaking your own heart somehow. And this is, I'm hearing somebody say emotional ties and emotional ties to freedom. That means something for someone. And this is in your resistance. You're saying, I have resistance to, first of all these people trying to pick my hair, pick my brain, all these people trying to get into my center of headspace and tell me what to do or tell me how it is. But this is also a card of, kind of like backstabbing, kind of like being betrayed by a group of people or at many different intervals. And you're like, I have resistance to this. I am trying to avoid being stabbed in the head or the heart, which means the momentum there is a lot of clarity around how to avoid such things. Just saying. And let's look at your advice. Your advice is the High Priestess. The High Priestess straight up. She is observing. She is watching. She's not making any moves just yet. She's not talking just yet. She's not spilling the beans. She's not, telling all of her truths just yet. She's watching. She's feeling. She's experiencing her knowingness and watching for it to kind of play out. She is all knowing. So Aries, let's take a look at, let's look at energy that you don't see coming this month. What is some energy around you that you do not see coming? So it looks like someone that you trust or someone that you recognize as having a lot of experience is involved here. And here's a message, maybe from that person or about that person. Here's somebody who makes you feel safe, somebody who wants to correspond with you and create this safe atmosphere, this safe bubble. They're also talking about longevity, and they're talking about the end of something. This could be the end of this one way, this one path. So the beginning of something else, but there is an ending to something. So messages from someone who has a lot of experience. This is someone that feels safe and comfortable. So getting a message from this person doesn't seem like it's out of the blue necessarily. It does seem to be, or it could be correspondence or communication about creating safety, creating, I mean, it could be creating a home or it could be creating an office space. And it's talking about the longevity of this, planning for the future, looking toward the future, and something ending, one way of being ending. So communication and messages about that specifically. Let's take a look. I want to look at, let's get some romance oracle. If this is romantic for you, I want to get your romance card and then we'll get some numerology. Children. Your love life is being affected by children, Aries. This could be inner children. You're working on your inner child. Your person's working on their inner child. Or it could literally have to do with creating safe space for children. Choosing one way over another way. I'll pull one more here. Romance, angels. Yeah, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You know, I kind of feel like I just said honestly discussed your your feelings with each other. Honestly discuss your children with each other. Okay. So I don't know if somebody wants to have children, somebody doesn't want to have children, and that word disgust came in. Somebody might be upset about something. I did kind of get the feeling that somebody had something going on up here with wanting conviction and somebody not being able to jump feet first into that conviction. But definitely in the energy you don't see coming, it looks like there's some kind of communication, conversation, heart-to-heart conversations. And of course, this can be romantic, but it can also have to do with any kind of situation you're in, having to do with relationships, family, friends, work. Let's look at moonology here. Aries, what's going on? Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Working through your fears. This part of the situation could very much have to do with not wanting to ground in because of fears, inner child type fears. Just saying, prosperity lies ahead. I do like that. I especially like that with this pathway card, because this is talking about making plans now, and there's a light at the end of the pathway. So it is about planning for the future. Prosperity lies ahead, and nothing yet is set in stone. So you have some decisions to make. It seems like this choosing one thing over another has been presented to you in the past. It feels like you've made a choice, or the choice to be made has been presented to you. But this is you focusing on one thing. Yeah, I do want to pull a little bit of a clarifier with that trajectory. Let's look. Okay, so it does kind of look like we're talking about relationship, partnership of some kind, making a decision, making a commitment. making an agreement and focusing on that agreement. Okay, Aries, that's what I have for you. I'll be back with another reading and I'll see you then. Bye, Aries.